companies, including white good makers, on the impact of demonetization. So now let's get in another voice. We have Nipun Singhal, the Director of Lloyd Electric and Engineering, who joins in on the phone line to discuss the impact of demonetization on white goods. Mr. Singhal, hi. Thank you very much for taking the time out. If you can then just quantify what kind of on-ground activity have you seen in terms of sales, secondary sales?
Yes, good morning. Before I begin to answer your question, I think, what we all have to understand as, individual citizens and corporate citizens is that this is one of the best and the boldest reforms of modern India. And each of us must play a constructive part in seeing the successful implementation.
Right.
So, I think the impact is there. I mean, I would be, giving a false statement to saying that there's no impact.
Yeah.
But if you go and examine the impact, individually, whether it's on consumers or on the market or on our employees,
Yeah.
I don't see, the gloom and doom which is being reported by people all over.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Singhal, we wanted to understand with regard to this demonetization, what kind of steps has Lloyd Electric taken to combat what's going on? Also, I'm just going online and you'll have launched something like a cashless happiness system. That's a tie-up you'll have launched. Could you take us through those details? What exactly is that? Do you expect it to impact your sales?
Yeah. See, we realized that, there would be a problem of cash in the hands of people.
Okay.
So we tied up with Bajaj Alliance, who is a leading NBFC.
Okay.
And, this cashless happiness basically is that you can buy any consumer durable for 1 rupee and pay in installments starting from February 17. So this is, a big boon to customers who need to buy that washing machine or air conditioner or TV, or they have a wedding in the family and they want to, gift this product. You just need 1 rupee in your pocket, and the balance can be paid in 8 installments starting from February.
Okay. That point is taken, Mr. Singhal, but just if you could give us a little more color in terms of how much sales have been impacted since the 9th of November for your company in particular, say out of your retail outlets as well, and has there been any improvement as well in the past 2 weeks?
I'm going to give you something which is really amazing. I was amazed. We were expecting and we were reading in the newspapers that there'll be 50% drop and so on and so forth. But I can tell you Lloyd Electric will have, flat top line, no degrowth. We will have sold just as much last year as we will sell this year in November.
Oh, for the
it is amazing.
And is that primarily because of the scheme that you spoke about, or
probably
100% check transactions? How does it work?
No, it's not check transactions. It's the availability of finance. So I think, because of cashless happiness, our sales are not at all affected. I mean, we will post marginal growth against industry predictions that there'll be 50% drop and so on and so forth. So I speak on behalf of Lloyd and I say that there will be absolutely no degrowth. We will be posting modest growth.
Modest growth for the month
of November.
For the month of November. And for the year, what will your numbers look like? Any kind of color on that front? Any kind of guidance?
We've been reporting very good growth numbers year on year and quarter.
Yeah.
In fact, tomorrow is our board meeting, so I think you'll have to wait for a couple of days to see the results.
Right.
Day after tomorrow.
All right. Mr. Singhal, besides this, you're sounding quite confident as well going ahead. Could you tell us, in the past couple of years, we've seen that Lloyd Electric's market share has been going up. What exactly is it currently? I remember just a few years ago, it was hardly 2%. What is it currently? And also, there's another announcement on the BSE which says that you're looking at some rejig and, you're looking to optimize shareholders' wealth. When can we hear with regard to that?
Well, I think that, as far as the first part is concerned on the market share, currently we enjoy about 13 to 14% market share in air conditioners.
Okay.
And, we look to expand that market share in the coming year.
All right.
And on the rejig, there is, an announcement made by the company that, we are looking to engage with EY to suggest ways and means to help enhance shareholder value.
Right.
So as and when those reports come and there is some deliberation by the management, we will come back to you.
Could you give us a time frame, sir? Could we hear about it in the next quarter, in the next couple of quarters? How soon? Because I think it came in the middle of 2016.
That's right, but I mean, these things do take time, so it will be impossible for me to give you a quantifiable timeline. But we would prefer it to be sooner than later.
Okay. Just a quick question back at the demonetization, Mr. Singhal. Just a quick one-word answer if you could get from you. How much of your sales are actually urban and how much of it possibly would be in tier 3, tier 4 cities?
See, actually, as a brand, we are very strong in tier 3, tier 4.
Okay.
Our metro sales are lower than the industry average.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'm quite amazed that, we will be in November posting growth and not 50% down like what others are predicting.
All right.
When you say
I
growth,
think-
it's up to 10%, sub 10%, sub 5%?
It's sub 10%. It is sub 10%. It is sub 10%. We're
Sub
not in
5%?
line with- the month is yet to end, but as
Okay.
of now, the numbers which are there are very encouraging.
Right.
We had in fact planned to cut back, but looking at the buoyancy in the market, our scheme having worked, with cashless happiness, we are not looking to cut down any of the growth numbers going ahead.
Mr. Singhal, as of now, how much of your sales are done on, on credit finance, and what's the target? I mean, with this entire change, how do the numbers change?
See, we were at about 30% on finance
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah.
And now I'm told that, with the secondary data that's coming back, that 60-65% is happening on finance.
All right, Mr. Singhal. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. I think the street is listening into
Yeah.
what you're saying. The stock was more or less flattish when we started this interview, and I think Lloyd Electric's sounding fairly confident. They're saying there's not going to be any degrowth, at least for the month of November. Maybe there could be a growth as well, and I think the street is listening to that. That's why the stock is up. Remember, they come out with their set of numbers tomorrow as well. But we'll slip into a short break. You come back.